your bite-sized daily roundup of the biggest news from the world of film. This is the Daily Reel with Van Connor.
Good morning, it's Thursday the 4th of February, the day Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Scream 3 and Room were all released, and a lot of very funny people have birthdays. People who include Rob Corddry, Hannibal Buress, Jerry Adler, Linda Bassett and Jim Jeffries. Here are the headlines for today. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has announced its nominations for the 78th Annual Golden Globe Awards. David Fincher's Citizen Kane drama Mank leads the pack with 6 nominations, alongside Aaron Sorkin's The Trial of the Chicago 7, which pulled in 5. With both productions coming from Netflix, the streaming studio has unsurprisingly dominated this year's COVID-decimated offerings, with a whopping 22 nominations in total. Meanwhile, the decidedly not Netflix favourite Nomadland pulled in nominations for its screenplay and direction by Chloe Zhao, along with a Best Actress in a Drama nod for Frances McDormand. Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy saw a surprise tip of the hat to Borat's subsequent movie film's breakout star Maria Bakalova, whilst Emerald Fennell's sparky revenge drama Promising Young Woman earned itself 4 nominations, including Best Motion Picture and a Best Actress in a Drama recognition for Carey Mulligan. Best Actress will undoubtedly be hard fought, as McDormand and Mulligan will also be up against Viola Davis, Andra Day and Vanessa Kirby. The Best Actor category, however, seems to have a clearer front-runner this year. Despite rave reviews for fellow nominees Riz Ahmed, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman and Tahar Rahim, it seems an almost certainty that the late great Chadwick Boseman will see posthumous success for his performance in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. One bizarre inclusion on this year's list, though, is Disney Plus's filmed version of Broadway stage musical Hamilton, which earned 2 nominations and has sparked debate over its validity as a motion picture. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler will host the Golden Globe ceremony, which is set to air on February 28th, and a full list of nominations can be found online.
Those of you at home, I wish you could feel the excitement in this room.
You can smell the pills from here.
Tonight, we honor the television shows that have entertained us all year, as well as the films that have only been in theaters for 2 days.
The Buck Rogers estate has fired back at Legendary Pictures' plans for a reboot, claiming they already have a deal in place with Skydance Productions. You might remember earlier this week we reported that George Clooney was circling the Buck Rogers property, with Legendary Pictures planning a limited prestige series that would then spin off into a feature film franchise. Now, the Nolan Family Trust, who claim ownership of the rights to the character of Buck Rogers, has unholstered their legal ray gun and taken aim at Legendary, firing off a strongly worded cease and desist. In the letter, estate attorney Neville Johnson says that a deal has already been struck with Skydance and that Legendary's earlier announcement, quote, is a slander of title of the rights the Buck Rogers interests own. Demand is made that you correct the record publicly, as Legendary have no chain of title, the letter continues, before going on to advise the studio to notify all insurers, distributors and financiers with whom they have partnered that, quote, there is no chain of title held by Legendary. A spokesperson for the studio was brusque and countered the estate's allegations, saying that Legendary has secured the rights needed, quote, and the company will not comment any further on these baseless claims. Yikes. Don't expect that to be the last we hear of that one then.
I claim this planet in the name of the Earth.
Game of Thrones' Iwan Rheon has joined the cast of Roland Emmerich's The Magic Flute. The film will be a modern-day spin on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's famous opera of the same name. Emmerich is producing the picture, which will be directed by Florian Siegel, and it'll follow teen singer Tim Walker as he travels from London to the Austrian Alps to attend the legendary Mozart boarding school. There he'll discover a hidden portal into the fantasy world of Mozart's symphonic opera, and be swept into an adventure like no other. Rheon joins the cast alongside The Witcher's Jack Wolf and his Dark Materials' Amir Wilson, with shooting due to begin February 8th and with eyes on a winter 2022 release.
You don't look like a Theon Greyjoy anymore. That's a name for a lord. But you're not a lord. You're just meat.
Chinese fantasy actioner The Yin Yang Master Dream of Eternity comes to Netflix today, with Solka Tiziana's continental drama For the Time Being arriving on Mubi, and Nora Uncle's Frankenstein reimagining A Nightmare Wakes, the day's treat coming the way of Shudder subscribers. The Retired Musicians dramedy Quartets on BBC 4 tonight, while ITV4 follow up the original Jaws with Nimrod Antal's 2010 reboot called Predators. The Core and Pacific Rim Uprising are on Film 4 along with Transporter 3, while on Sony Movies you can see Lions for Lambs and Joe, and the Sky Cinema and Now TV premiere for today is Annie Silverstein's redemption drama Bull. This has been the Daily Reel for Thursday, February 4th. Keep it cinematic. See you tomorrow.
The Daily Reel is a Candystore production, presented by Van Connor and written by Calvin Prickett. All information is correct at the time of writing, and source links are in the description for each episode. Don't forget to rate, review and subscribe on all good podcast platforms, or ask Alexa to install the Daily Reel skill for your morning flash briefing. Follow the show on social at Daily Reel Pod, and we'll be back every weekday. Until then, keep it cinematic.